everybody. Welcome to the Sports Wheel. We're going to take you around the county, but before we get to that, just a quick programming note. A new football season means new start times, and boy, we're excited about what we're doing this year. 10:45, it's the 1st and 15. That will be highlights exclusively of the game we're at right now. That is Mira Mesa taking on Steel Canyon. They're the appetizers. For a full 50 minutes, we're just talking about one game, and then at 11 p.m. we kick off with the main event where we talk about every game, including this one, too. We are joined right now. Coach John Carroll's riding to shotgun, but as mentioned, as previously advertised, we are joined by Steel Canyon head coach Scott Longerbone. Scott, how long have you been with the Cougars now?
This is my 18th season.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about, you guys have a championship mystique now.
Yeah.
You have a banner hanging that says that you were the best in the state of California in your division. Does that mystique carry over to the next season?
I think more than anything else, the amount of games we played last year carries over to the next season. So we played 16 football games last year. So a lot of sophomores,
got a couple
freshmen, a lot of juniors got almost an extra full season of high school football. So that tends to help you out, I think, more than any mystique. You know, the mystique is cool to think about, but the reality is the game time is what helped those guys out.
Hey, Coach, you know, one of the things that's a real plus for athletics, and in particular football, is life lessons and teaching the lessons that beyond the football field are going to make us the people that we are. You got a little bit of that going on tonight, don't you?
I do. I had several starters show up late to a meeting today, so they'll be sitting at least the first series tonight, if not the second and third. So it's just like you said, it's a life lesson. You know, you're told to be at a meeting on time. You don't show up on time, whether it's a minute late or 15 minutes late, it doesn't matter. You're late. So we'll have an interesting crew starting the game tonight. There'll be some coaching going on for sure.
And you know what? Those kids will respect that. No question about it. Make a difference in their lives. And folks, that's what football can do for you.
And hopefully that lesson will permeate to the crew, so that we'll have people showing up on time out here.
Absolutely. And then if I could say real quick, Coach is going to coach the South team in the we're bringing it back, the Elite Spanos game. Thank you so much for doing that.
Super excited about that. Being Ron Gladnick is on the other side. And
I know you guys are going to do it.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I love Ron to death, what he's doing up at Torrey Pines. I mean, they're a heck of a program, and just to get the opportunity to coach some of the best players in San Diego, I couldn't pass it up.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. Let's send it to Rick Willis, who joins us from up north. Take it away, Rick.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah, we're here at El Camino High School, where number 5 Eastlake is traveling the hour and 20 minutes, they say, at least that's what it is with traffic, up here to face the El Camino Wildcats in our Draft Republic North County Game of the Week, brought to you by Draft Republic, who's the sponsor, which is Draft Republic. This is going to be an interesting game because Eastlake has a heck of a defense and El Camino has a heck of an offense. And, well, Eastlake is going to be playing with a heavy heart. One of their players, a cornerback and running back / wide receiver, Darius De Los Reyes, unfortunately lost his young sister earlier this week. So he'll be playing this one with that on his mind. He's planning to play, and I'll tell you what, I talked to his coaches, and they said he is ready to play. So I will have highlights coming up on the PPR. We'll see you again at 6:20. We're going to have highlights of an early game, and then we'll see you again at 6:45. Until then, Brandon Stone, are you not entertained?
Thank you very much, Rick. Yes, I am, Rick. I am entertained, and I am entertained at La Jolla High right now, where Monte Vista is going to be playing the Bishop School coming up here in about 40 minutes or so. The main man we've all been looking at is that man right over there, Jamal McClendon, once an Aztec, but no longer, saying this week, folks, am changing out my red and black for an 8 clap because he is now joining UCLA. We're going to see what he has in store for this team. But, you know, Bishops, they've also got a squad, too, they're trying to get through. They have a little bit of a surprise under center. I don't want to give it away. I talked to Coach Joel Allen earlier, and he said, don't you dare tell them what I'm going to do at quarterback, and I won't. That's why you're going to have to watch tonight. 10:45 for the pre, 11 for the big show, watching the Jersey Mike City Game of the Week. Right now I got my man Brady. He says he can throw me a pass. Give me one. Just like I can catch your toss, I can toss it to Maddie out east.
Thanks, Brandon. Well, the El Cajon Ford East County Game of the Week brings us to West Hills as they take on El Capitan. Now, this is a rivalry game that's dated back, 14 years. It all started back in 2005 when Coach Berner left West Hills to go coach at El Cap. And this year, it's a little bit different. They have a name for this rivalry. It's called the Tony Berner Memorial Cup. The reason for that name is Tony Berner played at West Hills. He was a record-breaking quarterback, still holds some records at the school. Unfortunately, he passed away last June 4th to be exact, and they just wanted to bring his legacy and continue the name. So Ron Berner, the head coach at West Hills, decided, well, hey, let's name the rivalry after him, and that's what they did. So it's going to be a big night out here. We're going to find out the first winner of the Tony Berner Memorial Cup, and we're going to have Ron Berner coming up at the 6 p.m. newscast. Send it out to John Soderman in the South Bay.
All right, Matt, I got a question for you. If you wanted to be a high school head coach, would you take on a program that was 0-10 last year? Well, that's exactly what Sam Kirkland III, you see him right there throwing the passes, did for the Benita Vista Barons. They were 0-10 last year, and he took over that program, and so far they've notched one victory. And it's going to be interesting because Mr. Kirkland played 2 years in the NFL, and it's obviously rubbing off on some of his players and hopefully turning this program around. Allison, take it away.
Thank you so much, John. I'm here at Grossmont High School where they are getting ready to take on the Poway Titans in their homecoming game. A little bit of trivia for you in honor of homecoming. Grossmont High School was the first high school to be founded out here in East County, San Diego. It was established in 1920, so this year the class of 2019 will be the 98th class to graduate here from Grossmont High School. As for the game, the Grossmont Foothillers are 1-3 under head coach Tom Carlo. They're looking to snap a 3-game losing streak against the Poway Titans. As for the Titans, they are in 3-2 and looking to turn their 2-game winning streak into a 3-game winning streak under head coach Scott Coates. We'll hear from him in just a little bit and much more from this game. But for right now, Paul, I will send it over to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Allison. Folks, it takes an army to put a show like the PPR on the airwaves, a really big army. We are at, well, every game that's being played in the county, we have a camera crew there. And besides bringing you the very best in high school highlights, we try to find things that you might not know about that are part of the high school football experience. Maybe it's that 90-year-old concession stand worker, or maybe it's that kid that can play every instrument in the band. Whatever it is, we find it and share it with you. We call it a Hogcast. James Palin had one of my favorite from a week ago. He was talking with the Rancho Buena Vista Band's senior night.
Emma, talk to us a little bit about what happened tonight. There was some special stuff going on for the seniors.
Yeah, so tonight was senior night, and basically what happens is all of the band lines up and all the seniors get tributed for their time in the program.
How long have you personally been in the band?
I've been in the program all 4 years. I'm a senior, so.
So did you have a chance to meet up with your folks up on the field there?
Yeah, so we met with our parents and they got a quick picture and it was super cool.
Folks, we upload those in their entirety. They all run about 3 to 10 minutes in length. Some are really long, some are really short. And we upload them to our website every Friday night. You have 30 to choose from. You can spend hours watching all our stuff online. I hope you take part in our social media deluge. Coach, we have about 90 seconds to kill. As a football coach, you live inside that bubble of yours where all you see are X's and O's, like ones and twos. It's some binary code. But you have you're part of the school. And you have all the band and all the cheerleaders. Do you allow yourself to embrace them, to bring them into your culture, or are you still focused on the code that you'd never even know their names?
Well, first thing I'm going to say is that the incredible experience of a Friday night high school football game is community. I mean, you really have all of the student body involved, from the dance team to the cheer to the band to the ASB involved, to the student sections, to the extended community, to the parents. It's just an incredible experience. That said, as a football coach, you're focused on the game and only the game and what's going on to help you win a football game.
I can remember not so long ago when the legendary Pirate would be pacing around before a game. I would say that
with a
coach,
smile.
no, he was unapproachable. So what is going through your mind? Were you a guy who would like to script everything everything out and you had your first series pretty much set to go. We were talking to Coach Thompson. He said he'll make his first play call when he gets the ball.
You know, I was a script guy, you know, but you don't always follow the script. Down the distance, field position changes that. But I was a script guy. I knew what I wanted to look at and who I wanted to get the ball to.
All right, well, we're going to talk more Cox Communication Game of the Week, Mira Mesa at Steel Canyon, and we're going to visit with all our reporters once again. But right now, the 5 p.m. newscast has concluded. The KUSI News at 6 p.m. is about to begin.